Hello class, it's Mr. Ng and I wanted to show you how to use Google Sheets. We just did a lab about density and I know a lot of you did the calculations in your calculator, but I thought we should also go over how to do those numbers in Sheets. And you're going to find it's way faster, like probably 4 or 5 times faster. So I already filled in all of these values, most of these values. If you look onto just these columns here, this looks like the little data table you had in lab, but I added 2 more columns, a true value column and a percent error column, because we just went over percent error. And here I already put in some raw data. Notice, I know you calculated the average with a calculator, which is cool, but I want to show you how to do that in Sheets. And notice density I left blank because a lot of these things can happen super fast at Sheets. All right. First things first, before we get too far into it, we should at least do some formatting to make this look nice. So let's highlight this whole bit and then click this box that says borders. Click all the borders and now you got borders. And now pretty soon you could copy and paste it, put it into a Word doc and it'll look nice. Let's make the header a different color. So go to this fill. I like light blue. I think that looks good. Boom. So that looks pretty good. Step 1. Formatting, just fill in some colors, it looks good. Some of you are going to be super annoyed because every now and then your column might look like this and it just bugs the heck out of you. To move the column, look at my cursor. You don't want the arrow. You don't want this little hand. You want this kind of back and forth like the 2 arrows. You see how that shows up? Hold down your trackpad or mouse and now you can slide it across. Good? Hope that helps. Alright. Let's start talking about how to do calculations in Sheets. To find the average, these 3 numbers, Sheets already has the function in it. All you gotta do is type in equal sign. Equal is huge. Equal is important. In fact, look, once I pressed equal, Google knows I want the average because I asked for the average here. Google already knew for me. So I already had it here, right? It already suggested it. I could just click on that, press enter, and we're done, right? More so, I could just drag this down and then the numbers show up and I did the math 3 times over in like a second. Does that make sense? Here, maybe I went too fast for you. Again, all you gotta do is type the equal sign. Google is smart enough to say that you want the average because it's in the title. However, if Google doesn't suggest average, you can type in average. A-V-E-R-A-G-E parentheses, highlight the values you want to average out. See, it's from B2 to D2, B2 to D2, close parentheses, and enter. Good. Now, I can just copy and paste it and move it down. I could go edit, copy, highlight these 2, edit, paste, boom. Or if you're used to Control C and Control V, that's fine too. Or if you want, there's a quick way to do it. If you click on this, not the arrow, not the hand, but this little cross. See how my cursor turns to a cross? I'm going to hold it down, drag it down, same thing. Okay, now it just found me the average really quick. This looks kind of ugly, so I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to make it into a number, format the number, and I'm going to make it a number. Boom. So it's got 2 decimal spaces. That looks a lot better. The volume of the fluid each time is 10. Oh, notice that I don't have any units in my sheets. Some of you, because you're conscientious, you might write 10 mils, mLs, but that actually messes you up because look, the 10 goes on the wrong side and now it won't be able to do any math. Like Google just stopped thinking of it as a number and now you can't do math with it. So don't put in the units, right? Just put in 10. Fine. Density. Density is mass divided by volume. So again, equal sign. The mass is here. So I'm going to click on E2. See, E2 shows up, right? See how it highlights it. E2 divided by F2. All right, so I'm teaching Google this pattern that it's going to be E divided by F, mass divided by volume, equal. It did the math for me. It found the density. Good. I'm going to do that trick again where I drag it down. And when I do math once, I did math 3 times. Now I'm done. And again, let's format this sucker. Make it look like a number. Just make it into a number. Boom. That looks better. Great. Now to report the true values for you. The true value for water is 1.00. The true value for isopropyl alcohol is 0.78. The true value for sucrose solution, we don't know. You got to put in the class average. So we'll take some time today in class. We'll find the average, we'll put it on the board, and then we'll put in the true value there. Finally, to find the percent error, we know that the percent error is equal to the true value, which is here. Oops, I forgot parentheses. I'm going to put a parentheses right here. Parentheses H2, true value minus the actual value. For the actual value, I'm going to do this density. This is our actual density that we found in lab. Close parentheses divided by the true value. Good. I know we're used to doing times 100, but in Excel, in Sheets, we don't need to. And just press enter. This equation is actually okay, but I forgot to put in the absolute value. To do that, click in front of the parentheses and write in abs. Abs refers to absolute values. So, is equal to the absolute value of H2 minus G2, the true value minus the experimental density, divided by H2, the true value. We don't need to do times 100. Just trust me on this. Boom. Okay? Do the thing here where we drag it down. Great. We don't know this one because I put a question mark there. Sorry. And then here, these two values, instead of writing times 100, we're just going to use the functions of Sheets and say that these are going to be percentages. Format as a percentage. And Sheets is going to multiply by 100 for us. It makes it look nice and neat. I got 9.8% error, which is okay. But I got 4.23% error, which is very, very good. Good. So take some time and let's crunch through those numbers. I hope that helps, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.